throw out the ground. 24, well 12, sorry, Jesus. Sorry, I don't know why I said 24, it's 12. Check, check. All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much. Hold on, let me turn this around so I can see what I am looking at. So much for stopping by. If you missed, let's see here, Monday's upload, definitely go check it out because we opened up a can of Kroil here and it was definitely a fun time. Sacrificed a can, unfortunately, but you know, sometimes things just have to happen for the channel, and this was one of them. So that's for that can of Kroil. Now, this video is a video requested by subscribers. Like I said, unfortunately, we cannot get that axle installed just yet, so we're gonna go ahead and cover something real quick here that a subscriber actually requested that I covered. So this pertains to the Nissan Titan rear window install. It's gonna be a very quick video, so if you don't wanna watch this, stay tuned for the next video then. But if you want to stick around, you're going to learn how to wire up that switch. So in that video, I will link it below. I show you how to wire up the window motor for the Nissan Titan swap for the Silverados. Now it works on pretty much all GMT 800s, and I think it works on the newer ones as well, up to I think 2018 or 2016. I don't remember exactly, but here I have a drawing that I drew up a long time ago. We're going to do a new drawing. Also, I apologize for Monday's video. I did not have my microphone plugged in, so we went off the internal video microphone camera. Jeez, we went off the internal camera microphone, and that thing sucks. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this real quick. So let me bring you on over here. So we're gonna go ahead and draw this out real quick here. Let me zoom you in. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and draw you out. So we're gonna start up top here with L motor. Now you have two wires coming off this motor, rear window motor for that Nissan Titan. We'll just start with up and down, right? Now that switch is an on, off, on momentary switch. So you have two terminals in the middle, two terminals up top, and two terminals down at the bottom, and then very bottom is your last one, and this is your ground. Let's just say this is your one wire. So here you're going to bring in 24 volt positive. Here you're going to bring in 24 volt positive. So I have in that video, I have them wagoed together, and I have two wires coming to this thing because, oops, sorry. Because this is actually split down the middle, this momentary switch is actually split down the middle, and you kind of have two separate switches here that you can do. This is a very cool switch, but we're also making this work with something that isn't meant for it to be worked with, but it can handle the ampacity, and we'll talk about that in a second. So what we did is we brought one wire and we jumpered it to here. And then we came all the way back around and jumpered it to the other side here. Then we brought this wire, same thing basically, brought it to here, and then we'll just cut right through. And then we brought it all the way down to here as well. So if you notice, if you take a look at it, you have them wired up. These two wires are wired like this. And then these two wires now are flip-flopped on the bottom. Now, unable to get this motor to work and go up and down, the only way you can do it, because we have two wires, is to flip these to, so like say these two wires this way go up. This window goes up. But now we can't get it back down. So the only way to do it is to flip the wires. So that way we cross them at the bottom of the switch here and we flip those wires, and now that window can go down. So say this section can go this way and now it can go this way, if that makes sense. I know this is kind of confusing because again, we're making something work and making something do something it's not generally purposed to work with, to make it do. So let's see if I can draw it a little bit cleaner for you guys. We'll throw out the ground. 24, well 12, sorry, Jesus. Sorry, I don't know why I said 24. It's 12. I'm used to 24 volt systems, so this is 12. Anyway, so now this is 12. 1 wire, 2 wire. Jumper this over here. Jumper this over here. So in actuality, it kind of gives you the ability of 4 wires to go into the motor. The switch is making the motor think it has 4 wires when it doesn't. Now, I understand if that is confusing, because trust me, this is one of the most confusing parts about that window switch is getting it wired up, because like I said, you only have 2 wires coming off that motor. So, you know, because basically you're wiring it how the factory did with a factory switch. It's just, you're taking a switch off of Amazon that's not designed for that type of function, and you're making it work that way. Now, understand this when you are installing anything on your vehicles, on your cars, your trucks, inside your homes, inside your facilities, no matter your shops, no matter where you're installing things electrically, please understand the amperage and the amp draw, and understand that the wire and the equipment you're installing can handle that amperage. When you are doing an amperage calculation for your vehicles, understand that it's off a 12 volt system. For instance, 9 watts on a 12 volt system, 9 times 12, well, that's pretty simple math. What was that, 108 amps? That's a lot, right? So when you have, say, a lot of these LEDs, right here, oh Jesus, again, this is a video coming up in the future here real quick actually. When you have a lot of these and they all draw, say like a 1/4 watt, that adds up really quick when you have 30 of them. That's why your batteries have cold cranking amps of 1,000, well, 800 cold cranking amps, or your alternators are cranking 220 amps. It's because your vehicles, even though it's a 12 volt system, 9 volt, what the hell? I got all my numbers mixed up. Even though it's a 12 volt system, your vehicles draw a ton of power. Just understand that. But off topic, went off on a little rant there for a second. So I hope you kind of understood this. I really do. Like I said, it's not terrible to understand once you have the switch in hand and you're taking like a meter and you're ohming it out to understand, you know, which contacts are turning on and off when. And even with the motor, if you just have a bare motor and you haven't installed that motor yet, and you just take your you put it right onto your battery terminals, 2 wires, jumper right there, you'll see that motor go up. Flip them, you'll see that motor go down. You're trying to convince the motor, you're basically rewiring the motor temporarily to make it work that way. Instead of, you know, having the motor have 4 wires come off of it. I don't know why. I think it's just, you know, old wiring. But anyways, instead of having the motor wired up the way it would be easier to do it, they just basically do that in the motor. So you're basically, like I said, you're taking a switch that isn't designed for that purpose and making it do that purpose. Again, understand your load you're putting on it. That switch that I did install is perfect for the application. That's why we kind of roll with it. That's why he suggests it, the guy that I learned all this from. So again, I hope that helps out. It was a quick video. It was a quick explanation video. Like I said, if you missed this video, definitely go check it out. Again, I really hope this little drawing that I did do works out. It's pretty simple in the long run. It just kind of gets confusing when you really start to think about it. And if you think too hard, trust me, there's a reason why it's called electrical theory, right? When you think too hard, you're going to get more and more confused. Sometimes it's best to not just think about how things really, truly work, like magnetism. And it's best to just move on with your life. So now, that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the video from Monday's video. Stay tuned. I got a lot of stuff coming, you guys, and I'm very excited about all of it. So thank you for all the support. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Please share the channel. We are going to try and get to 10,000 followers, 10,000 subscribers this year. So we're going to push hard, and I want to exceed that limit. So we're going to push hard. We're going to just roll. So like, subscribe, share, follow the podcast. Have yourselves a great night, great morning, great afternoon, whenever you're watching this video, and we'll see you in the next video.